The Demon King Demise. A lot of people know this villain in the Zelda series as the guy who placed an endless curse on Link and Zelda's descendants in Skyward Sword. Thus, Ganon and other countless villains causing trouble for generations and generations. But what if I told you a different side of Demise that has not been told in the game? What if I told you guys that at one point, Hylia appointed Demise as her hero? As crazy as this sounds, there is actually a lot of evidence for this theory, although it may be more on the speculation side. The first piece of evidence is the sword that he wields. The sword he has resembles a corrupted version of the Master Sword, its hilt being the same general shape, but with a different design to the krillons or wings that make up the handguard, the Triforce engraving being inverted, the blade being significantly larger with a flame birch design, and being an overall darker color. Just like how Fi is engraved into the true Master Sword for her chosen hero, Demise also has a sword that contains a spirit in it, Girham. So this could mean Girham is the first Master Sword to have been created by the Goddess Hylia for her first chosen hero to fight demons. After all, Demise existed way before Link, but for some reason, this first hero got corrupted, turning him into Demise, maybe due to some lust of power, and then this first hero became the king of the demons, Demise. As a consequence, Hylia decided to create Fi and put in place some trials for her second chosen hero to prepare him receiving the Triforce and the power of the Master Sword, with the aim to avoid being corrupted by a lust of power. Perhaps this is why the Water Dragon has some dislike in Link at first, and doubts of him being the hero chosen by Hylia, because she believes the same thing could happen again, betrayal, him turning evil. Fitting his role as a Demon King, Demise is vicious and lacking in compassion, comparing mortals as being weak. Even though he apparently prized himself for his power, his thirst for power made him seek the Triforce, all while hurting and murdering innocent beings in his quest. He is also hateful of the Goddess Hylia, who he somewhat begrudgingly respected. This could hint at some point Demise was loyal to Hylia. Despite this, however, Demise has some honor, agreeing to duel Link when challenged by him, and also taking his loss with stride while cursing the hero. He also seems to anticipate Link with some amusement, and states that after his defeat, that Link stands out as a paragon among the humans. He also admits that Link far surpasses him in the original Japanese version of the game. Prior to the events of Skyward Sword, emerging from underground, Demise led a campaign to obtain the Triforce, having his minions destroy everyone and everything in their path to receive the Triforce. However, Hylia, along with the help of others, sealed away Demise, turning him into the imprisoned and sealing him away within the sealed grounds. He did, however, manage to mortally wound Hylia, although she later reincarnated into the Hylian Zelda. But the real question to this theory is, why would Demise betray Hylia? Well, I believe there are two ways that this could have gone about. The first one is that Demise realized he was a pawn and didn't enjoy being used. The second one is that he grew jealous of Hylia and grew his own army to attack against her. This is very similar to the story in the Bible where the archangel, Lucifer, takes a third of the angels with him to rebel against God. So this could have happened where the first hero was turned into Demise, corrupting him, his army, and even his sword, which explains why Girham is evil and even a bit merciful towards Link at first. After all, in the Link to the Past, in the manual it states that people were grievously searching for the Triforce were turned into monsters. So this could be why Demise's army is made up of Bobblekins and such monsters, that perhaps maybe in the past they were of other forms. While I will admit that this is an interesting theory, there is one flaw I found in it. And that is, that in the beginning of the game, it states that Demise and his army came underneath the earth. So it's hard to tell if that was where Demise was born, or if Hylia sealed him and his army there. Because the only purpose of Hylia choosing Link as her chosen hero was to prevent the destruction of Demise, as she did foresee the future, hence, it being hinted that she might be the goddess of time. So for the first chosen hero to be Demise, could mean that there was another evil lurking the realms of the earth. Perhaps Demise was persuaded by this villain to join him, just like how the angels were influenced by Lucifer, but we don't have any evidence of there being another villain in this game. We know that there was Girham, which was most likely the first Master Sword created by Hylia, but became corrupt over time. So it could be possible that Hylia made Demise's sword, but Girham also betrayed her, as the sword was meant to be wielded by Demise. so this is why I gear him to whatever Demise is saying or commanding. Perhaps because of the betrayal of Demise, Hylia was very careful in choosing her second hero. This is why Hylia placed a lot of trials in determining the second chosen hero, as she did not want to commit the same mistake again. Whether Link would have betrayed her or died, it still would have destroyed the purpose, which was protecting Zelda and destroying Demise once and for all. This could be why Impa was very mad at Link when he was too late to protect Zelda at the Earth Temple. But another question that piqued my curiosity is what happened to Demise's sword. We know that the Master Sword was put back in the pedestal by Link in the sealed grounds, putting Fi to rest. But what about Gearham? We did see the sword vanish along with Gearham, but as a kid, I always wondered about Ganon's sword that he carries in Twilight Princess. I mean, sure, it doesn't look exactly the same, but because many years have gone by, and Twilight Princess came before Skyward Sword, but I believe they could be the same perhaps, even though that sword belongs to the sages. But that will be for another theory. It would be interesting in the future if we could see a return of Fi and Gearham, but for that to happen would complicate the timeline and Zelda lore even more. In conclusion, I believe that at one point, Demise was the very first chosen hero by Hylia, but became corrupt because of a lust for power. Thus, he and his army were sealed away by the Goddess Hylia, and a new plan was started to find a second hero that would not be defeated or corrupted. Hey everyone, thank you so much for almost 8,000 subscribers. You guys are awesome. I have a few more Zelda theories and other theories planned for other games coming soon, as well as a new series that is being made right now. If you guys enjoyed this theory, please subscribe and like the video to show your support for more videos like these. If you guys agree or disagree with this video, please feel free to share your opinion down below in the comments. With that said, thanks for watching everyone, and Zelda Conquer signing out.